We're in China.
We need to
Right.
know what you are eating. Yeah. So now
Oh,
now we need to record, of course.
why would you say that? You've seen me, right? You've seen how
I'm sorry.
I'm a food
Sorry.
enthusiast, and now you're coming with these
Sorry,
treats.
on your
I want
avatar, it's
inside
not
me.
visible. Shut up.
I know. Look, there's the joys of VR. I'm a skinny boy here. Whee!
Yeah.
I'm in Hunan province. That's where my wife is
Yeah.
from. It's not
Oh.
very famous. The only thing that's famous here is a grocery store. Actually, it's like a big tourist attraction. But
Yeah.
yeah, I will be
I went to
traveling to
Shanghai
like
Should I make
yesterday.
notes? Yeah, there's a grocery store, a
Kaya.
very nice grocery
Oh,
store.
and food.
Yeah, and food
Yes.
inside. Yes, inside. All right.
Oh,
So,
There was literally tour guides going through it with groups of people. I don't know.
really?
Sorry.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Really? And
yeah.
what's so
oh,
what? Wait. Okay, I want to know that. What's so special about that store? Why they're going people inside with the
Uh,
tour guides?
it's just like the first grocery store in China that's like super customer service friendly. Like they'll accept returns, no question. It's very honestly, it's like the most westernized, I would say, grocery
Oh
store.
no.
But
Okay.
it's like
so,
in a
so
good way. Like it's
so
taking the good things from,
people travel all that way just to experience something they've already got.
and a lot of
Uh,
them are like actually like competing companies who are like trying to train their like higher ups like, hey, look at how this grocery store has become so big and famous and popular.
Interesting.
We need
Okay.
to copy it.
Okay.
So it's actually changing grocery stores all across China because it's so successful. So
Okay.
yeah,
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Wow. I actually we want to go to China with family and kids.
yeah,
Obviously, I'll connect it with business as well.
yeah.
Actually, a growing amount of business partners are from China, and I'm just fascinated by the country. So probably next year
Yeah.
I want to go, but we want to go for at least 3 weeks just to have a proper travel, understand the country more, and things like that.
Every time I see an Xpeng car, I think of you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I
yes.
love
Oh,
it.
they're so
Love it.
good.
It's so good. I love it still. It's amazing. I'm changing to winter tires now, and everything is beautiful. And the massage is the best, I have to say. Actually, Xpeng invited me to come to China now, but it was kind of
Wow.
last minute. And
Yeah.
because we need a visa and things like that, I'll go there next time. But they have new headquarters. Pretty nice one, actually. I wanted to, and robots. We all saw those robots.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
These are actually, I touched one. Yeah, it's actually insane. The robot is
Whoa.
insane.
It
What?
said,
Oh, no.
"Get
Oh.
away." It said, "Don't touch me."
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, welcome, Brad. Welcome, Gingas. Welcome, Shoda. Thank you for doing
Hello.
that. Today is 13th of November, one day or even half a day after Steam Frame or Deckard has been dropped by Valve. And not only that, there are several more things, but honestly, okay, we are interested more in the Deckard part. So
Yeah.
first of all, I want to say congratulations, Brad.
Uh-oh.
The copium bottle popped, or I don't know, finished. I don't know how do you say that, but it's empty right now, right? Or there is
It broke. I
already
think it
the Deckard
broke
too.
for a lot of people.
When's frame two out?
Yeah.
Oh
You gotta
gosh.
get on that.
Yeah, so I guess I can start from you, Brad. Like, what's your? I mean, we discussed it pretty much. We nailed it. I think almost all of that. Some of the
Mostly,
things
yeah.
we actually thought will be more, but let's say,
Yeah.
what is your first impression? What are your first thoughts and feelings after the frame dropped yesterday?
The hardware is going to release outdated when it launches. But I think the software and the ecosystem plays that they're doing here is going to honestly, I feel like it almost makes up for that. We don't know yet because they are kind of scared to show off the OS from what it looks like right now. It seems like it's still not finished yet. But I think again, like I mean, like with your headset, you were very like open and like modability and modularity. That seems to be like the big focus for
Yeah.
just hardware and
Yeah.
software on this. And it's like actually, as they say, like a PC. Like there's a lot of spatial computers out there, but this seems like this will be by far the most open actual piece spatial
And the
PC
most
out
modded
there.
for sure.
Yeah,
And so yeah, I actually agree with you. That's what made me think yesterday because the hardware is underwhelming. Okay, we can't
yeah,
dance around it. It's absolutely sorry using the screen from Pico 4 basically,
yeah,
and stuff like that. with some.
It definitely made me appreciate the current hardware from others. Like
No,
as much as
listen,
I hate Meta, like the Quest 3 stuff is just
I'm not a Quest lover, okay? You know it.
no, me
Everybody
neither.
knows that. But I have to say, for the price, obviously that they are not making money on it. But even if it would be 500, $600, the Quest 3 is a
Yeah.
solid package.
Yeah.
Especially, I was shocked, and I have to say, I was really shocked that there's no mixed reality built into Frame from the
Yeah.
get-go.
Mm.
And I'm not still
Yeah.
sure, is hand tracking, like the finger tracking, actually a thing from the cameras? Because I have not seen anything. No one mentioned. And if it's not, that stings a
That's
little bit.
painful.
Yeah, it's painful.
Yeah.
And
You have eye tracking. Like you want to do this.
yes, yes,
You
it's
want to do
The
this, and
2026.
controllers
like
have
you
them
got
though,
the
right?
eyes.
They had a finger tracking the controllers. That's it.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
My
controllers have
understanding.
the capacitive finger
Yeah.
tracking. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but you want to have this, right? Even in social VR, you want to sometimes show different
Y-
things, right?
Yeah, you have the cameras built in. You just kind of expect it these days to have it. That's just how
Absolutely.
it comes down to it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially
So,
with IR emitters, like you can do it in dark. Yeah,
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 yes, yes, yes. I was
yeah.
like, wait, what? There's no hand tracking mentioned, and then no pass through in 2025, 2026 built in. I get it. You have a PCI slot,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, but it's still like you have to have some pass through. Not the black and white what they're bringing, which is like
Yeah.
Quest 2-ish style, but the proper pass through. So.
But
Okay,
I
what do
wonder
you
if
think
they'll.
about the price? Okay, Genghis, what do you think about this team frame? What are your first thoughts when you saw it? Because you are a PCVR.
Yeah. I mean, I've got mixed feelings. I think the wireless thing they're trying to do could be pretty interesting if it works better than Quest. But I mean, I mostly use a wireless Vive Pro right now, so I'm excited to see if that'll be better for me. But I also kind of wish that it worked with lighthouses because a lot of people, especially people in social stuff, VR Chat Omnium, they're using Vive 3.0, excuse me, Vive 3.0 trackers and like a bunch of old lighthouse accessories. So I don't know. You can like put the tracker on the face, but it's not like it's not
Yeah.
ideal. I hate doing this.
Not native. I mean,
It's
it's not
annoying.
as
Yeah.
easy as to
It's
have it
annoying to
just
turn
built
on and
in.
annoying to calibrate and annoying to. There's another thing
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
charge as well.
So, okay, yeah, like totally valid points. Shara, what do you think? What are your thoughts about?
Well, I really hope. I really hope they have some kind of cool accessories at the start to make up for this. Maybe that's why they've done it because at the front. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the front is it's a full gen. It's a PCI Express slot in it 4 times underneath the.
Yeah.
So maybe they might on launch have a pass-through module or a hand tracking or face track or something all in one. We don't know.
Okay, but now here comes the caveat from the development, from my experience developing the VR1. The mixed reality takes a lot of compute power to run.
Yeah.
You know it from the headsets. Now, the as far as I understood correctly from Norm's tested review, the Steam frame is much less power. How do you say it? Much less capable than the Steam Deck, even, right?
Yeah.
How even if you add those cameras, you need to process the image. You need to draw
Unless
it
the
from
processing
people.
comes with the module because of that.
Well, but then this
that
module
line.
has to be pretty big. Like
Mm.
that's gonna be a big
I don't
module,
know.
you know.
Just speculating. If they
It's
do something like that, it makes a lot of sense. But
so
if not,
that's the only thing I'm on. Like modularity is. I love modularity. Okay, it's amazing, and I think it will be the most modded headset out of ever in ever history of every headset ever in the future.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. Yeah, it will be greatly modded. People will write some amazing software for it. It's open. It's Linux. It's great. I love it. It's all good, but you can't just I don't think you can just magically pop in 2 high resolution color cameras and suddenly have a stereo mixed reality running on the headset without any performance hiccups. Like I just don't see that's happening. Either the cameras have to be lower resolution, but then it's like, what's the point? Or something has to happen in between, and I don't know what. To be honest, I don't think it's even possible. Again, given what I know at least about mixed reality, maybe they have magic solutions. By the way, it could be, but from my understanding, our mixed reality signals are most of that is actually processed on computer and still
Yeah.
computer struggles sometimes. Yeah, the
Yeah.
4090 process. So I imagining that running on a standalone. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, especially 8 Gen 3 is not, it doesn't have that special XR
20% more
camera
than Quest
bandwidth
3S
stuff.
or Samsung, like
Yeah.
whatever that the thing is.
Like it's just, yeah, it's got a stronger GPU, but the camera bandwidth is very different from an XR dedicated chip. So it'll be weird. Yeah.
And now the question, who is the target audience for this headset? Because you have Quest 3, because I think it's targeted most at Quest 3 users, because Quest 3 is the
Mhm.
most used PC VR headset right now on the planet. But if it's targeted at Quest 3, the easy question would be, you own the Quest 3, you have a Wi-Fi 6 router. What
Yeah.
what
16.
do you upgrade? But you have actual in Quest 3, you have hand tracking and pass through. Do you actually upgrade? I don't know, Dan. I don't use Quest 3, but like what do you think, Brett?
Probably index users and people who've been wanting a standalone headset that's not by Facebook. That's really all I kind of see. And like in Linux tinkerers that, that's a small
Yeah,
audience.
very
But
small
yeah,
niche. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not definitely not a mass market product for sure.
Okay. Genghis, what do you think?
Yeah, kind of the same. I mean, I would say standalone, maybe people that want to get into PC VR but don't have a PC. I mean, they're selling the Steam machine thing too. Um, so maybe like people that have the money for a gaming PC but don't want to deal with the setup and
Okay.
shit. That's my
Okay.
guess.
I mean, interesting thing you said, Genghis, you are using wireless Vive, which
Yeah,
is a very outdated headset. Sorry,
it
HTC.
is.
Um, and you like wireless, you don't like wire. I'm
Mhm.
crying. I'm crying because you just got VR1.
Why am I
Uh,
still using the old headset? Is that
yeah. But
uh
for you, it
well
makes sense, right? To stream, to have this Steam
yeah,
frame.
it's got the highest bandwidth, so for recording gameplay, it seems to get the best output.
That's true. That's kind of true as well. Should I, what do you think? You use VR1 and Quest 3 the most, these two headsets you use in between. Like what are your feelings? Like you always told me you want to get rid of Quest 3 and replace it by something so that it's kind of you have this combo of like high-end PC VR and like standalone thing. What are your thoughts about Steam Frame? Are you replacing or
No, there's nothing in there that's it drags me in. I'm genuinely so underwhelmed. I knew it wasn't going to be like it's a killer. It's like they're going to set the standard again, but it's just
Oh wait, we told you last podcast with
I
Brett
know. But this
here. It will be
but what I'm saying is there's been so many headsets before. It almost feels like if you only had an index and no headsets in between, the Steam frame is for you. But
yeah.
there's been so many good ones in
But
between.
is it though? Let's
So
think
many.
about it. Like index, okay, Steam Frame is higher resolution. I get it. It's smaller. I get it. But it's not wired. It doesn't use base stations, so the tracking could be an issue because you know the tracking, like someone was saying, oh, if you reach out, I don't know how it will work. Like I don't think they have a magic to make sure that it's tracked behind the head, and it will probably suffer the same problems as all other headsets which are optically tracked. I would say so. I don't know. I don't
But
know
they
if
have
they
their
have
own
that.
they have their own sensors. I saw Linus's video. He said in maybe I don't know. He said they track pretty well from
Yeah, but
but
I think okay. I saw the Linus video. I think he said
yeah.
that I don't know how it will perform if I reach out. They didn't let me try the demos like this, right? So I didn't try the Beat
Yeah.
Saber, so he doesn't know how
Who
well the
who,
tracking
who
is.
does this
But
really? I mean,
to be honest, if it's
I'm on
can we
Quest
agree
3.
that it will probably not be double the good tracking as Quest 3? Okay, it will probably be slightly better, maybe 10% better, 15% better. I don't know, but I don't think it will match the precision and speed of the Lighthouse tracking, right?
No,
It just won't. We know it. It's clear. And if it won't, so many people after they own the index might be disappointed with that because they used to positional tracking in my room. I
Yeah.
don't care where I
Yeah.
face and how do I do. I just reach out to things, guns. How many people play PvPs? And their mechanics are different. Done differently in those games. And you showed that you play a lot.
do we know if that dongle that comes with is very it's a thick boy? Do we know if we can connect like if you got a lighthouse system? Do we know if that you can connect your index controllers to that and your full body, and will it just work seamlessly? That's something I want to find out.
Hmm.
Because obviously
I don't
with the
think
current
so.
standalone ones,
Mm.
I don't think so as well.
I've
Yeah.
got a Tundra tracker on top of
Yeah.
here that syncs me all up, but
From what I've data mined related to that dongle, it's pretty much just a standard like Realtek Wi-Fi 6E with just Valve drivers kind
That'd
of
be
Mm.
such a
put
shame if it
into it.
doesn't work that way.
And
That'd
even
be
Ironically, the Steam controller, the new Steam controller with its dongle, that dongle is closer to the Lighthouse dongle thing that you're
okay.
talking about. So
Whoa.
yeah,
so, okay, none of us here is jumping
Look how
with
underwhelmed we all are. When we should be like,
Well,
yes, fuck
I
yes,
kind
Team
of
Frame.
I do kind of like the new controller button
Yes,
layout. I think that's cool.
that's cool.
Or,
yeah.
yeah.
Listen, it's not bad. I think nothing they presented is literally bad. But
no,
for if we talk about VR headset particularly, even we tamed our own expectation. We knew it will be a mainstream headset. We literally said it. I knew it. I was not expecting anything much. But honestly speaking, even with my low expectations already, I miss this magic moment where they would say, maybe it will come later. Who knows? But maybe they will say something like, but by the way, now you can do this. But I somehow
yeah,
don't know because they're always limited by that processing power. And that's where it really bites and it hurts because you know that whatever you can process on that device, that's it. You cannot run around it. There's no magic
mhm,
bullet. You know
yeah,
that's where Apple like comes in with their own M5 and our processor,
yeah,
R1 processor, and then the show starts, and then they kick in cool things.
When they started pulling off the front and saying it's modular, I took it the wrong way because it's meant to be for straps, isn't it? Different straps.
Yes, and
I took
accessories.
it. I took it in the way with you can take it out and then put a better one in. Do you think that's going to be possible? Do you think
mhm,
they'll
But
do something like that?
when you say back, because when you take it out, you're taking 95% of the headset because all of the money and all of the R&D is in that thing. You're not taking out the optical stack, but the whole thing is around it. No. You're taking the whole thing out. So then you just can buy the new headset. It doesn't matter. You can buy new stem frame. The only positive thing about it is that whatever accessories you'll probably have from the previous Steam frame will be probably accessible by the next Steam frame or compatible with the next Steam frame if they do ever
yeah.
make
The only other interesting thing with the modularity, other than the battery in the back, is the speakers are actually built into the facial interface instead of the actual core module.
yeah.
So there's some interesting stuff that, again, this is here's how I recorded a video today, and basically my feeling was, um, it's really hard for Valve, a company who is so small, who's also, I mean, we talked about at the beginning of the show, they didn't just announce the Steam frame, they announced a ton of crap like all at
Ecosystem, yeah.
once. Yeah, like in a huge literally Steam universe, what they wanted to do back 10 years ago, they actually like basically redid it today. And they're just such a small company that like it's so clearly hard for them to do everything at once and what we expect in like a VR headset or XR headset, like because we have Meta and we have Apple and we have Google who have literal probably teams in XR that are bigger than the entirety of
Oh,
Valve
for sure. Yeah,
itself.
of course.
Like it's just like, and like they'll say stuff like, yeah, we don't really believe in the MR stuff or color pass through, but really I think it's just they have to choose their battles,
Agree.
and it's just showing very well in this product. Yeah.
I agree with you. Making MR is the basically the separate because our MR in VR1 takes from the it was 2 years in development during the headset development, but also takes another 3 years which VRG was developing before that. So it's
Yeah.
total 5 years. That's the result of the MR, and literally takes that amount of time. It does.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you can speed it up by 1.5 or something. You can do it in 3 years, but I don't think you can do it faster than that. And it's an expensive and complicated endeavor. I'm pretty sure Valve can do it if they want to, but as you said, they
Yeah.
need to choose their battles. They don't have an infinite amount of people there.
Just Dingus, do you use a lot of MR at all? Like, is it
Uh,
something that you hunt for, or
when I do it, I don't really hunt for it, but yeah, I mean, I use it sometimes. I used to do a lot of the Sword Art Online game. I forgot what
yeah.
it's called. Um, but I
But
don't know. I mean, I use it sometimes to watch movies. What's weird is they marketed this headset as something to use
Yeah.
as like a big screen, but then they don't have a
Yeah,
great mixed reality. So
actually, that clip was, to be honest, close to be
Yeah, that was
misleading.
messed up. Yeah,
I was like, what?
yeah,
Wait a second. How she sees her environment? Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a little bit strange, but so what does it mean? Okay, for me also a little bit strange. I don't know if that's actually, Brad, you tell me if that's normal for a while, but that they release something which is not released yet, and they were like, yeah, it's coming. We'll be sending some development kits, but no price, nothing. This is just what we're doing, and kind of what felt a little bit undercooked. The thing,
Yeah.
like, is it normal for Valve or is it something they do for the first time?
They did it with the Knuckles controllers, but those were like actual dev kit units. They never said this was like
Yeah.
coming to consumers to buy. Steam Deck, there was also kind of this big buffer period, but at least with Steam Deck, you were able to know the price and the
Yeah.
release date like ahead of time. So, um, and they're doing this for all the hardware, the Steam controller, the console, the headset. So, I think it's good we're being pretty critical because I think they're just genuinely watching reactions and gonna price it based on the overall
So if
reactions
I
and
it's
like
more
it.
than
That as well.
$500, nobody will buy it. Yeah, I'm just saying it on record here. No, I'm joking. But okay, but now the question is, okay, from the business perspective, as the company, okay, they have an infinite amount of money. They have a money machine.
Yeah,
But still, you announce it in November. There is a
yeah.
Christmas period coming. You are a credible company. They can go with pre-ordering stuff. Nobody would even think twice. So to them, I allow to do pre-orders. Okay, for everyone else, no, but to them, I allow to do pre-orders. They
Yeah.
could have done it, and they could have collected all the money through the Christmas. Why not? Now the question is, why do you even bother announcing something right now if you could just wait and announce it and just run with it and sell it directly? What was the thinking
I think
behind
it's what Brad said. I think they're just trying to figure out the price.
it?
They
I
don't.
still think
I think like they clearly have room now to subsidize things if they want to. They just don't
Yeah.
know what's worth subsidizing yet. So,
If that's the case, that's kind of sad.
yeah.
Because yeah, I would. It's like the same story with the what was it Sharp who was kickstarting their headset, and I was
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah. I forgot
why
about
Sharp
that.
needs to kickstart the headset? I don't understand it. Like, am I missing something here? I'm doing something wrong, or what's going on here? You just prepare the product, you do the R&D, and then you release it, right? And then people buy it, and then you just ship it to them. That's how it works. I thought maybe it's different now. Maybe the but why do they build the hype up? Like, maybe the OS is not ready. Maybe the hardware is not full ready. But then why even
Yeah,
bother
yeah,
releasing
yeah.
it right now? Why saying things, Because honestly speaking, I
Mhm.
watched the Norms video, which was great.
Yeah.
Not because he shot out the VR1 in the end, but it was great because I like Norm's videos. And I don't know Valve employees. I never met with them, but they were seemingly a little bit nervous when they were talking to him. At least I got that feeling slightly, because of course they're maybe not fully ready to say everything. But then
Yeah.
why bother? Why not waiting another 2 months and just saying everything as it is? So that's kind of questions I have for
Mhm.
internally. But who is who are they competing with actually? Like, what is the biggest competitor for Steam Frame? Who is the target audience? Because the pictures of people they showed on the marketing materials, I don't think these are the target audience. I don't think this is how target audience looks for Steam Frame. I'm not judging. I'm just saying this is my first impression. Who is the target audience for this device? Brett, what do you think?
All right. Speculation, all in all caps here.
I love it.
I think long term, I think Valve cares more about enthusiast types testing out their ARM compatibility emulation layer stuff for more maybe prioritized products from Valve later down the line that
Oh
may
no,
or may
Steam
not.
Frame 2 Deckard Copium again. Oh no,
No,
what is
not even talking about just VR, but I really do think they want to have a very, let's be honest, VR people who are buying stuff like Steam Frame, they're the perfect guinea pigs, right? They really are. So you're gonna like release something that can, do kind of what the Index did, but wirelessly, and they're gonna really push that. but there's so much they're not talking about. They built all of these, not just Windows to Linux, but Windows to Linux to ARM,
Yeah.
and Windows ARM to Linux ARM, and what a lot of people are not talking about is Android ARM to Linux ARM is also launching on the device, and they're allowing
That's
people
true.
to upload Android apps to the Steam store now, and they'll be able to run day one on this headset. So there's a lot of new compatibility layers that they've just been building, and that's probably when we're talking about them picking their battles, that is a huge workload for a company like Valve to do, even with hiring all their contractors. That is insane to get
Massive,
games
massive.
running.
Yeah.
Yeah, insane. So I feel like they're being they're trying to market it to gamers, PC gamers, but really I think they just want the tinkerer crowd and like the early adopter stuff to just test this emulation stuff, because I think Valve's biggest worry, genuinely in the long term, is what if everything turns to ARM and then their entire library of x86 stuff is just becomes useless. So they need to like have that preparation today for that possible day tomorrow.
Could it be that, like, Steam OS it's a pretty solid OS,
Yeah,
if we just in a vacuum, if we talk about it, yeah, forget about the
yeah,
games, but it's just like it's a you can use it. It's a usable OS. Could it be that they want to kind of enter it from that angle, saying like Windows, meh, Mac, meh. Here is our OS, more open, more
yeah.
tinkerable. You can play games, but you can also do some other things there. Is it possible that this is their long-term goal, like just to completely isolate themselves from everything else and just make it compatible with everything, but still let people run it?
And then we get different hardware from different manufacturers using SteamOS.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like then it will be like, hey, there's a, I don't know, maybe it's a laptop running SteamOS, or maybe there
Yeah,
is a tablet or whatever, Could be.
yeah.
Could
I
that
see
be?
that happening for sure. Yeah.
Ingas, what do you think? What do you think this evil plan behind this whole?
No, yeah, I think that makes sense. I think that's
Evil plan.
Gabe wants that for sure. Um,
Okay, so yeah. I mean, I'll buy the Steam frame because it will cost 749, as I said, dollars.
I also think they're marketing it maybe to console gamers too, like people that don't
Okay,
have PCs with
actually,
their Steam
that might be
machine.
true. People who
You you
don't.
you reckon 749?
I think 749 in dollars, US dollars.
I think that's
Yeah.
way too much. I don't know.
Really? Okay. What do
Yeah,
you think? What do you think, Shoda, what will be the price?
I think around 499 or free,
Whoa.
even lower if they're gonna if they subsidize it, they can go as low as they want.
I mean, sure, they can get it for free, but
Yes, please.
okay. Okay, so 499, I say 749. Brad, what do you think where your price is?
In my video I record today, I said like 800 is my guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buddy, my buddy. Okay, okay, Gingas. Now
Yeah.
you decide. Now you decide what is it going lower or up?
I I would say like yeah, around 700, 800 for the headset, and probably like 1,000 if you include
You lost,
their
Shoda.
box thing.
No, okay, okay. Yeah, I think, let me say like this. I think people will buy it at 749. It will be good for this hardware to charge less. Let me phrase it like this. So ideally
Yeah.
549, 600 is like should be the golden price. Then it will be pretty much a no-brainer for all the Questies upgrading, because no Facebook account, you have some library here, some library there. You can stream it same way as you do stream the Quest, but it has better controllers. So overall, it's better. Okay, you lose mixed reality, big parts, to be honest, for many people,
Yeah.
and you use hand tracking and some body tracking thing, which actually on Quest, is not that bad. Some approximation. So that's okay. 749. Okay, okay. We'll see. We'll see what. Did they even say when they announce it? No, right? They said nothing.
Early
I'm pretty sure I read.
2026. That's
Oh,
what
yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. I said early 2026, but I don't know. That's what I thought.
Do you have any
Yeah,
insights, Brett? What do you think when they'll?
think I read an article saying they'll announce like the pricing and full like release date near like the early January, but they'll release it in spring time frame, as Genghis was kind of saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
it's
I know
even
some stuff which I cannot say, but Yeah, I think around like in February we have to have clarity. I'm almost sure that in February we'll have clarity, and in March needs to start shipping somewhere there. Like
Yeah.
it needs to start shipping there. But yeah, the
I
screens,
think yeah,
the
yeah.
pancakes, the screens. 100 needs touching the eyes. Not much, to be honest. People are saying what did David say from what did David
Yeah, so
Supply say
I
from
asked
Upload VR? Can you
I
quote
asked
him?
David. Yeah. I said to him, I asked him. It's public on his Twitter. I said, "What is the optical like clarity like compared to the Quest 3?" And his response was very, very similar, but with some pupil swim.
Okay, it could
Yeah.
be early hardware, but I don't know.
People Swim is really like I was kind of I read that part of the article. I was really
Yeah.
frustrated by their answer about like they don't think a lot of people will see it, so there's no point in doing the eye tracked optical correction thing, which man,
Everyone's different.
I'm so spoiled from Apple now. Like I'm
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm so freaking it's so painful to read stuff like that because I'm very susceptible to being bothered by pupil swim. So
And
hearing that rough.
by the way, I have to say, shape-wise, if I look at the lenses of Steam Frame, their shape-wise look very, very similar to Pico 4 lenses. It
Yeah.
really rings a bell, like in terms of how they look from the outside, like how the whole thing. I, you know, when someone is using the Pico 4 screens, um, and now the shape of the lenses is very similar to Pico 4. I'm a little bit afraid that the actual quality of pancake. I don't know what the actual quality of pancakes is. Linus said that there is not so much, reprojection, but also Linus likes BSB2. So I don't know if he's like the pinnacle of the reflections.
You're just a snob. That's what
Uh,
it is.
no, 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 no. But what is what's I'm a little bit worried because 100 nits is not much. It's not much. Uh, it's you want
Well,
it's
I
Quest
wonder
3.
if they're going to, yeah, I'm wondering if because they did say like they're running an 8% duty cycle, which is actually really freaking fast. And 144 hertz, it's important to mention. I wonder if they'll allow you to like mod it to where if you want like you can probably push those duty cycle numbers up to get like even a brighter image if you want, even though I think feel like 100 nits is like the standard for most pancake
I don't
headsets
think
these
that
days.
you can get maybe 110 or something, but I don't think you'll get
Yeah,
150. It's impossible.
yeah, yeah,
Those screens are not capable of doing that, I think. So
yeah.
yeah, I mean it's why are we not jumping around here and saying like, yeah, even we
It's we've tried. We've seen better with our eyes already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we have. Brad Daly drives AVP. I mean, you as well, Arthur, and Genghis with a Vive Pro too.
I'm
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know why they
I'm
didn't
sorry.
use mini LED or something. They're using
Yeah.
LCD, right? That's yeah.
I'm used to
Yeah.
VR1 brightness and colors and FOV. For me, this is like, oh, again, I'll buy it frame to just look at it and see it one time, two times probably, but that's pretty much, I would expect
Mm.
that's all I will use it for, like one time, two times for the review.
Yeah.
Make sure that I understand the device. That's
I'm still pretty excited for it. Again, as I said in the beginning, I think just having something like this on the market, a standalone headset that people just do whatever the frick they want to it, will be like it'll be cool not on day one, but I think like 1 year later or 2 year later, there's gonna be some
Yeah,
really freaking awesome stuff
I
that
would say
will
absolutely yes, like this to what you just said. I fully agree if the hardware was not the limitation. Because
yeah,
you will always be stuck at that hardware, and that hardware, from what we know, doesn't allow too much room to grow. It's
yeah,
not like my question was, why don't Valve design their own chip if they want to run
mhm,
the ecosystem? Why don't they do it? They have money. I'm sure they
yeah.
can, bring some developers, some engineers to do it and then produce it. Why not making
Brad
your
knows
own
something. Look
chip?
at him.
Because that will make so much sense, right? What did you say?
Brad knows
I'm not
something. He's
saying
giggling.
anything. I'm not saying
No,
anything.
no, you have the sorry. You can't just like and then say
No, it's just
nothing.
like it's just again. I think they just had to land the plane on a VR headset. They had to ship something. Like they've been doing so many years of R&D. They had to ship something, even if it's not everything that people want. But um, I don't know. It's just even though you can't change obviously the optical stack or anything, I think there'll just be some really cool stuff anyway that will happen
Yeah,
to it.
yeah, I bet. I hope so. Um,
I think the biggest problem we have, especially, is like what we said earlier. They really only showed off Steam Link as the main thing that they showed people for the most part. And Steam Link is an app that any standalone headset can basically download at this point. So what incentivizes people who have a Quest or a Pico or one of the Vive headsets that uh, even the what is it, the
Play for Dream.
Play for Dream, yeah, the
Yeah,
Play for
Yeah.
Dream even
Mm,
can run Steam Link
yeah.
on it,
gorgeous
and
headset.
yeah, like and a Galaxy XR actually recently got a modded version of Steam Link that works. So yeah, why would you push
Yes.
that as the main thing when you have all this amazing software stack that they clearly worked hard on, but they're just not showing that to people yet. So yeah, I think that's what
I
makes it
tweeted
hard.
yesterday, right? I said like, oh, Steam Frame is here, king of the mid-range, low range, mid-range VCVR is blah blah. And then of course people started reacting on it. And one of the most often of course people do react on everything now, but one of the most one of the most asked question to me was okay, 2160, but the resolution, meh. And the second most commented thing was, okay, I have Quest 3. Why would I, why would I buy it? And I said, I don't know. Valve needs to answer this. I have no answer to this
Yeah,
question. So that is for them to tell to people like that's why we think you should have this headset, which doesn't have mixed reality, but that's why you should have it. With
yeah.
like that's yeah.
Will you be buying one, Genghis? Will you be buying one?
Yeah, I mean, oh wait, okay, thought I was muted. Like I said, I mean, the biggest thing for
Yes.
me is I'm excited about the wireless thing. I think what they're doing is interesting, and I think that it could work better than a Quest or any of these other headsets because they're doing it's like dual channel. I think they
Yeah,
said
that's
they're like
cool.
streaming,
Yes, they have three
which I think
antennas, two
could
in the
probably
sides.
get,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that'll give a better output. So I've
Yeah.
been using the Vibe Pro because I don't like the wireless streaming on the Quest. It to me it, like makes me
Mm,
sick because
It's
the
strange that
latency.
it's Wi-Fi 7 compliant, but the dongle's 6E.
yeah,
I know it's a cap of
Yeah.
the bit rate, but
I think
um,
they said Linus said it worked really well except with like multiple they didn't test it with multiple headsets in the same space.
yeah.
So
Wait. I'm sorry. Linus's name of the video, okay, is everything else is dead. Okay, so
yeah,
I have to calm him down a
yeah.
little bit. Yeah, like it's. I don't think so. But also, I don't think it's like that groundbreaking. It's a good
Yeah, I
step
don't
forward for some things for ecosystem, but I don't think it's a any step
Yeah.
forward towards the hardware, like almost in terms of
yeah.
like internals. Um, so yeah. Your question, why would people buy? They have like Play for Dream and Quest 3 and stuff. I don't know the answer. Steam Link can run on those things and actually runs well. Um,
is it
Galaxy
true you can
XR can
use
do that, right?
is it true you can use the foveated encoding on like
Yeah.
Quest
Yeah,
Pro
foveated
and
streaming.
XR Elite? Yeah, streaming, yeah, encoding, streaming, yeah.
Yeah. That was their day one on Quest Pro, which is pretty funny. They were basically beta testing that feature for
Yeah,
Frame.
yeah. I don't know
That
how
is funny.
groundbreaking that thing is. Like in turn, like it's nice to have it built in, clearly. Absolutely.
I've only ever tried it with non-eye tracking headsets. Um, but for me, because I've got dedicated Wi-Fi 7 right here and a 10 gigabit put pass to it, I for me it didn't make any sense because I don't have any problem with latency or image quality, even with the current gen hardware. I don't know if it's to battle like congestion, but if it's on a separate band, 6 gigahertz, then there is none there. Um,
Well, one more thing I want to say. You are Valve. I'm sorry, you do the headset. Can you release a new game? Like VR game? Is it possible? Like Half-Life Alyx is an amazing game, but come on. Maybe new one, maybe something interesting, whatever. Maybe a new demo or like a home environment for Steam Frame. We were fantasizing, Bray. You remember on the last podcast, we were saying like, what if you have this mixed reality and they allow you with your friends to play this 2D games and all this stuff?
Yeah,
Nothing. Basically, there's nothing from that. Like I don't think it's even
yeah.
coming, right? I don't think it's even in pipeline because in a hardware way, I don't know if they can do it.
They want to
So,
sell the headset. They released a Half-Life game exclusive to it, but they're not going to do that.
Sorry?
I said if they really want to sell the headset, they should release a Half-Life game exclusive to the Steam frame. But they're never going to do
Yeah, they're never gonna
that.
do exclusive.
Yeah.
But listen, if they would have a game which they can say, listen, it runs fantastically well. We tested it. It runs on this headset. It runs perfectly fine. People would, it would be one more consideration why to buy. They would also earn a lot of money on the. It could come as free game on the Steam frame, but separately sold for $70 on Steam. That will make them a lot of money, because then people will say
Yeah.
like, listen, it's 5.99 and then minus, $89 for the game. It's actually $400 or $500 makes sense. It is a good deal, and the bundles would sell well. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm I'm kind of excited about the open ecosystem and where it goes, but I'm not excited about hardware because especially the optical stack. I'm a little bit scared that you will see pixels and the thing will be a little bit underwhelming in terms of the visual quality. Like Norm said in the end, yeah, when he's looking at we all know the glove of Half-Life Alyx. We're staring at
Yeah.
it with admiration for 40 minutes straight. And he
What a
said
game.
yeah, and he said it's not as sharp. I don't see those details I used to see on other headsets. And to be honest, for
Yeah.
many people who are target audience of Valve, they already own some other headsets, whether it's, Pimax or VR1s or Quest 3s. Okay, Quest 3 is a bad example, but big screen beyonds and stuff, they already own higher resolution headsets. For them, it's a step down. And I'm not sure whether how do you, okay, Genghis, you said I will be doing wireless, but how you will deal with the tracking? So you'll still run base stations to pair your
Well,
frame to your trackers, or you'll run ultimate trackers?
I have ultimate trackers. I just prefer using the 3.0. So if I switch, I'll probably just stick to through the ultimate trackers because they're easier to
Okay. By the way,
deal with and handle.
how are they performing in comparison to the
3.0s.
Lighthouse track? Are they good?
Yeah, I mean they're solid. I don't, Brad, you probably tried them, the ultimate ones.
I tried them a long time ago.
Uh,
I know they made a lot of improvements to software since then, but I know they're
yeah,
very popular in Japan. So
they're
yeah,
they're solid. It's just the initial calibration is kind of annoying, but they've improved it a lot.
yeah.
I would use them more often. It's just easier for me to just turn on the headset and trackers
Yeah.
all at
What
Good
once.
old
are you doing?
2.0s. Good old 2.0s. They're ancient. They're so old.
But they work.
Yeah.
They,
5 hours battery. It's beautiful. I don't know how they've lasted this long because they've been spilt on. They've been smashed to bits. Good job, HTC.
No, HTC does really good peripheral. Like if they would take their business for the peripherals and just smash it to and just concentrate on that, listen, they would make a ton of money in that. Okay, so Steam Frame. Oh my God, we've been waiting for this moment for so many years, Brett. It's like I almost want to say to you, Happy birthday. I don't know how to. You've been. How's your Discord? I have not been in your Discord. Okay, how's your Discord doing? How's the
No, it's calmed down now. It was really bad. It was really bad for the first 8 hours, but I don't know. It's fine. I feel like early on, I gave some really crazy, outlandish speculations on what they were doing, based on some very old, abandoned projects. I didn't realize at the time that were very old abandoned projects. But I think the last couple years, I've been pretty
yeah.
fair of like saying what it's gonna be. So, it just basically depended on how long people have been paying attention. So but I am glad it's over because like yeah, that freaking sucked going what was that 2021, almost 4 years doing this data mining garbage, and it's over.
Okay,
Thank
what's
God.
what's what's next for Brett? How's what's the what's the next target you're gonna
Steam Frame 2.
Oh no, come on, it's too
Apple
early.
Vision 2. He's a
I
spatial
don't
computer
know.
bro now, isn't he? He's moved on. He's moved up in life.
Yeah, I pretty much have. That's the kind of
It's
the
true.
weird thing about all of this is like I don't really care that much about VR gaming. So like all the stuff that interests me in Steam Frame, I even just said this in my Discord and I'm like pretty publicly. It's just like I don't really care to play the Steam VR library. I'm not gonna do the wireless streaming much. I want to
Did you?
see the I want to see the Linux stuff. Show me the Linux stuff. And they talk about how the windowing system's not even ready yet. And I'm like, I want to see that. That's where they're
Frame.
just
That's why it's frame, right?
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Right? You
yeah.
know
It's
this
like
meme, like, right?
literally like I want that's the stuff that will make the device super interesting, even if people don't know it yet. They'll it's just
On
like
you know what's I now I kind of have I now have my thoughts together. Like, you know where the mismatch in my head comes in? If
Mhm.
you target yourself towards the enthusiasts, which clearly with this hardware they do, and it's Valve, then
yeah,
be more open, show things which are not even finished yet. You know, people will get it. It's okay. You know, you're not targeting a Apple guy who will say like, "Oh, the menu didn't work properly. I'm not buying this thing." You know,
yeah,
but if you're targeting, but on the other hand, you're targeting, sorry, you're targeting the enthusiasts, but on the other hand, you try to look like you are a brand which releases this product, you know, like a complete, like a little bit of Apple style thing. That's where a mismatch comes in. Then don't show this stuff or show everything, even if it's not perfect, or don't show it and wait
yeah,
until it's ready. Um, and
yeah,
now we're sitting here with the 2 years old hardware in our
yeah,
hands, except the processor, okay? But 2 years old hardware optically, and we have no idea about the price, we have no idea about the release date, and we have no idea about the full functionality and capabilities in terms of OS. My question
yeah.
is, great, but what's the point? Why? Why is this happening like this? It's Valve. We were expecting a little bit more. We love what they do with, you know, what they did with Index and stuff. Um, that's where I'm puzzled a little bit.
You know what also kind of bothered me the wrong way if we're piling on? Uh, it's kind of sad there was no Gaben like during any of this, you know? Like he's just too busy on his yacht to come make an appearance for all this
Oh,
Probably.
that's
hardware
yeah.
stuff.
You're right. Exactly. Why there
Yeah,
is
it's kind
no
of
why
he
there is
made
no.
like a he made like a one sentence comment to like PC Gamer or something, but
I
yeah,
think
it's
he was,
just
if I
like
remember correctly, he was pretty active.
He's fishing. Leave him alone.
No, but he was active
He is
during
a
the
god. I
in
mean,
Index when
he's
Index dropped. He was there, right? He was with
yeah. Oh
yeah.
yeah, he did the speech and he
Yeah,
banged on the doors and opened the at the launch party and everything. And like
exactly,
even
exactly.
after that, in like their 2021, he went to a university still talking about the promise of VR and headsets. And I was really hoping that when Steam Frame was announced, we'd get another musing from him and like the state of the industry because
I agree. You're
he's
right.
not like Zuckerberg. He's pretty classy on how he
Yeah.
sees things and speaks about it. So I was very disappointed on that.
And
Yeah.
honestly speaking, now when we see that it's not ready yet, and they could have announced it during the Meta Connect, okay? That would be classy. Because they already had it at that time, right? But they didn't.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so, and who did they invite to try it? They invite Norm,
Yeah.
great, Linus,
David.
Hmm.
David,
Hmm.
fantastic. I think Road to VR had hands on,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Ben Lang, yep.
Ben Lang, so great, great. Um, who else? From VR industry, I think that's pretty much.
Giant Bomb. Yeah, no one else from VR
And then
industry
PC
for sure.
gamer guys, right? They had a chance to do that. I saw some article there.
Yeah,
Um,
PC Gamer, yeah, Verge was there, like all the
Did they? Did they
typical.
reach? Did they invite you? And
Oh no, of course not. They would
that's
never invite me.
why?
Like
they
honestly,
should
Wait,
have.
what?
You're the
yeah.
Of course not.
uh,
Are you kidding me, Gabe? Look at me, man. What? Come on. They should have invited you, of course. Like this is.
I don't even think I don't know. I don't expect any favors. Yeah,
I
Hmm.
mean, I mean, not to rim you too hard, but like you kept the flame going.
Yeah,
You
the
the
kept.
Olympic
hype up for
fire was in
years.
your hands. The Olympic fire for the Steam
Mm,
frame was in your hands. Clearly, this
mm.
is not a discussion even. Sorry.
Every time I hear something, I'm straight to your Discord. Straight, I'm like, something going on? No, okay, come
Yeah,
back in another week.
I don't understand it. Like you should have
I don't
had an
know.
interview with
I'm
Gabe.
still it's still I'm still what you could call a leaker. So I understand why they don't want to invite a leaker to their shindig.
But
I
that's
will let
that.
me tell you one thing though.
Yeah.
Um I was the person that like leaks the what I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was going to announce. I just knew there was something big happening on the 12th, right? And I didn't want to post it on Twitter because over the years I've become so freaking terrified of seeing anything related to dates. So I was like, oh, I'll just put it in my private Discord and for a few people. And of course, that got spread all over the internet and became like a wildfire moment and terrifying for me. I literally lived like the past few days in like a high strung anxiety mess.
Why?
So it
Why?
was nice that
It might have not been true, or what? What do you mean? Oh.
No, you do.
people,
It's true.
it ended up being true. Yeah, it was true. But I've been trolled in the past,
Oh, really?
even
Tell
when
me
I
more.
think,
I don't know
uh,
what being trolled online means. I don't.
oh man, I've been trolled. Like even when I mean, earlier on when I started doing this like
Sorry, I
insider
just
junk.
realized.
No,
Sorry.
no,
All
no,
good.
yeah. So it's just, yeah. I'm glad it worked out, but holy crap, that was the most stressful. Didn't need to be that stressful. I'm glad it's over again. I just want to
It's
reiterate
strange. Like
that.
how I saw it was there's a guy called Panda. I don't know if you know him or know them. They seem
VR
to make
Panda?
like yes,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yes. I always follow his stuff because he always seems to have everything first. Like just before
Yeah.
something's about to happen. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like getting it off the Chinese
Yeah,
factory
because
lines or
he's in
something.
China. The sun rises there. You know, that's how it works.
Yeah.
yeah, it's great. No, he's really good. Should follow him. Shout out to Panda. Hello. I've never met you, but I love your stuff. Carry on.
Ooh, okay. That's some romance happening right there, real time. Cool.
A Panda in VR. What more do you want? Tell me.
Okay, listen, I think, yeah, mixed feelings, open ecosystem, always great. Some kind of
Yeah.
modularity is fantastic, no question about. I'll always
I hope
always
I
be
hope they open up this Steam OS to like actually open it up
to
to third
other
party. Like
manufacturers, you think?
yeah, yeah, like they need to do that. They say they did say that they might, but it's
By the
foul.
way,
They
did
also
they do it with Steam Deck?
yeah, they did. Yeah, they worked with I think Lenovo
I
released
think Lenovo
one with
was right. The Lenovo is, yeah,
SteamOS,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
think there was another one. They also released the OS image built for Asus
Oh, the
ROG
RG
Ally
Ally.
people.
Yeah.
They can install it, so they have been doing it. With the headset, I understand it's harder because they have to literally like, from what I understand, build the tracking system and then calibrate it for the way the headset's designed. But they said they might do it, but I
Yeah, but
hope they
it's,
do.
and now we're coming to a point where I'm a little bit bummed as well. A company like Valve is now
Yeah,
literally dependent on Qualcomm.
yeah, yeah.
Another one. Another
That's
company
the
is now dependent on Qualcomm. Nothing against
yeah,
Qualcomm, but kind
mm,
of kind of worrisome because everyone relies on the same kind of chips.
yeah,
First of all, where's the competition in that all of that?
yeah,
Because everybody will get access to, to whatever the Qualcomm is cooking. And second of all,
yeah,
you are relying on some of the libraries of that processor. You have to work
yeah.
with that library. You can't dance too much right and left.
Well,
That's
for I
why,
understand, I think they chose the 8 Gen 3 because that's actually the only chips that you're allowed to do. They Valve was actually able to do all their entire driver stack built from the ground up for it. They couldn't do that with the XR chips, from what I understand.
yeah, but why not making their own chip? They have the money.
Yeah,
They have the
yeah,
money. I'm pretty sure they can get the talent to work on it.
they probably
Why didn't
could.
you use
Yeah.
AMD? Or am I just missing something completely there?
AMD is starting to make ARM chips. Maybe in the future we'll see stuff in that.
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah,
That would be nice.
yeah,
That would be cool.
yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
No, yeah, I have to say, Apple, from the long-term perspective,
Yeah,
Apple is nailing it with
yeah,
their hardware and software connection and ecosystem. It's on a hardware level, it's
yeah.
absolutely
I
wow.
believe you. I believe you.
No, no, it's you don't need to believe me. It's the fact. Like the way how they seamlessly upgraded to M5, which is three generations from the last pro,
Yeah.
changing nothing, like just here's the new headset, renders 10 more percent pixels, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, it's freaking monster, you know? And everything
You,
works as
you
you
got
expect.
you got yours yet?
No, no, not yet, not yet, not yet.
Okay,
But
okay.
My
They're just
Galaxy
not
XR,
nailing the price.
my Galaxy XR is on the way, but controllers
Mhm.
are postponed to January. What? I mean, come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I will use it without the controllers. Are you using your Samsung at all, or
I brought it, but I don't. I mean, you
and that's what
can
I
only put
expect
one
from mine as
headset
well, to
on
be
your
honest.
face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Gimme.
That's what's so. And then again, that's. I know we're trying to end this, but it's XR is such a important technology to like. You want it to do as much as it can because you can really only use one headset at a time.
It's true.
So the
It's
the
true.
one that can do everything that you want is going to just win in the long term. That's just reality. Right? So
All right. Listen, first of all, Gingas, thank you. This is your first appearance in this podcast.
Sure.
I hope you enjoyed it. And
It's
thank
normally
you
a bit
for
more
coming.
cheery than this, but I think yeah, it's a bit.
Brett,
Uh,
Brett, of course, again, happy birthday. Thank you for coming to you were born again on the November 12th.
oh boy.
Thank you for coming. Don't stress. Listen, relax. Troll's gonna troll. Don't worry about
Nah,
anything. Everything's gonna
nah,
be
it's
all
fine.
right. And Shoda, thank you for streaming from Somnium Apartment 420. What a beautiful background you have there.
yeah.
Is that actually 420?
Yes, it's
Yep.
actual map apartment 420. It's actually it's a very very beautiful apartment. Okay, very
I think
beautiful.
it's even prettier with some substances. I'm just
Mm.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
So like
You're talking about chocolate, right?
edible.
all right. So, yeah, interest. I think for this year, this is pretty much it in terms of VR hardware
Yeah.
announcements. If we're done, we can't even spend money now because there's no price for this team frame. So there's no like, I don't know what people will be buying for Christmas. Quest Week again?
Nemo Air Free. That's what I'm gonna. That's what I want. Inmo Air
Oh,
Free. Sorry.
Inmo, yep.
Yes. Just
I
give me
backed
that.
it. I was promised by Ethereal that he will contact them and they will send me mine earlier. I mean, I paid for it already. I just want it earlier so that I can review it. But I don't
Why
need.
am I more excited about that than
I don't
Frame?
know. Actually, it's an exciting product. Like I have to say, it looks really good. Like full Android running, boom, boom. It's an exciting. I'll let you know. Oh, by the way, my Mudra band for the like it's a separate product for the Apple Watch is coming next week, or maybe even tomorrow. So I will have this combination of the band and the glasses, which are not the same product, but I will be able to control them. And Tyrell is doing the review. I cannot wait for his review, but he has both of those products and he's trying to use it, and he says it's kind of working. So I'm really excited. If that combination works, you will see me in the glasses in Inmo Air 3 glasses a lot. Actually, I'll be the one wearing them outside, no problem. I'll do that because they already look like almost normal. People will not realize like people don't know about stuff we care about. They have no idea. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to watch. All right, my dear friends, thank you very much. That was another episode of Pixel Slays, and next time when the next Steam Frame comes in, we'll do the next episode. See you in 5 years. All right, see you. Bye bye,
Yeah.
everybody.
Bye.